God, what state was it? Did you just say it while I was sidetracked? Is it Colorado or Ohio?
I think it must. Out of the two, it's got to be Colorado because I'm pretty sure it's not Ohio.
Okay. Oh yeah, Ohio. Okay. I think it's the best player in Colorado who just started going to things, and is just a really good Sheik player. Because I learned before that Fizzwiggle was actually just a good player, and it wasn't just like some random meme upset.
Yes, I've heard that.
Because I didn't see the match live when it happened.
Yeah.
But then I come to find out, hey, this person's pretty good as first stock goes down for Audrey and Fizzwiggle is now up. Now we're in this position where it's like, oh, this person was good the whole time, we just didn't see it.
And I mean, the punish game versus Fox in the first stock speaks for itself.
Oh, sure.
Right? Like, that was a long tech chase sequence that led to death.
Yeah, so, I mean, at the end of the day,
gets up to
there's plenty of sleeper picks in the world, and when they start traveling, they turn insane. Just let's talk about, J-Mook, right? Everybody in New York, they were like, yeah, J-Mook's pretty good, but doesn't do anything.
Showed up to the Smash World Tour Finals, had a pretty good performance, and then exploded at Genesis.
Exploded at Genesis. Absolutely insane. And there's just more players, and honestly, it just keeps going. Like, there's just too many people that play this beautiful game, that study it, that understand it, to just not understand that the best player at the venue almost went and decided not to show up, and that's why the Miracle Run didn't happen. And that's kind of why this game is so sick and why it's going to stay alive for a very long time, because there will always be a challenger.
Yeah, that's true. The game is infinite, right? Isn't that a saying? That's a thing people say? Up smash, able to read the shield drop through the platform. Important, but risky. And another one going to close the stock, right? We're back to even.
Let's go, Audrey.
Yeah, Audrey was looking pretty good. It's just the big punish, really, is the reason Fizzwiggle has this narrow lead.
Audrey looking good, looking solid. This is definitely not a one-sided, let's have fun and crack a couple jokes. This is actually a real set, and Audrey's here to play.
Yeah, so the thing that I'm noticing about Audrey is Audrey plays this matchup kind of the way I like to think about it, in that there's sort of like two things you want to be doing as Fox versus Sheik. And you mix them together, it's very hard for Sheik to deal with. First, you stay out of that dash attack boost grab range, because then they can't do anything, and you punish whatever they're up to, like that. Second, Sheik has to be proactive when stopping you from approaching because of your speed. So like doing one stutter step, like far dash forward, and then dash back, dash forward move is very strong. And then, every now and then you just go the first time as a mix-up. And so far has shown all of those neutral options. And that means that this Fox has a chance.
This Fox has a chance. That's exactly what that means as we get into the last stock scenario of the very first game of the set. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty excited. I think Audrey here has a genuine shot of just going up in the set.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I mean, it's going to come down in part to if Fizzwiggle gets an opening, can it be as big as that first one? There's a big dash attack. It leads to a forward air off the stage. It's still going. The combo hasn't stopped.
Oh, beautiful. We're going to go to ledge here. Yeah, every day of the week, Fox is going to go to ledge. Great tech, but sadly not enough. And the needle snipe, just the attention to detail from Fizzwiggle was kind of perfect. Every single little, even that combo extender with the down air on the left side, going all the way to the right, had Audrey on the ropes for the entire last stock. I think we're going to just ban if the Ghost Stadium, that kind of thing. Wait, Sheik won the game. You wouldn't ban. Wait, you would ban.
Yep, no, you're right.
My brain. So yeah, now we're on Stadium. That's like the whole thing that Fox Sheik does when Sheik wins the first game.
They go to a flat stage of Sheik's choice.
Exactly. So, and this is basically just budget FD. Well, not anymore. What? Oh no!
Tried to shine.
Okay, so Fizzwiggle tries a shine out of shield. Unfortunately, we are not piloting a space animal, and now we have just Audrey is going to do everything possible to try and prevent the transformation from happening.
And you can overplay into that, and then just approach so much they end up getting kicked.
Or was this on purpose?
I mean, it looks like Fizzwiggle has a Zelda. Well, I mean, if it was on purpose, maybe it would have started as Zelda. Yeah, there we go.
There's no reason for it to be on purpose, but there was just like that one moment the first time Fizzwiggle was knocked off stage where it was like,
maybe you could transform.
Yeah, it's like you have an opportunity. But the second time it happened, so whatever.
I think the first time there wouldn't have been a recovery mix-up.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, so maybe hoping to get one of those. Oh, back air shine, gonna knock Sheik off the stage. Still a decent punish for it. That 39% is very important. I believe at this point a strong nair is much more difficult or impossible to crouch cancel. Or maybe it beats ASDI is what I'm thinking of.
Yep. And this is a Fox in the corner.
Uh-oh.
Audrey. Oh Oh, no.
Got too far away.
Okay, now Fizzwiggle doing a little bit of some Sheik tilt action in the corner as well. We just got some nice damage from both sides.
It's not relevant at every major, but that's one of the reasons that the shine into a short hop, like shuffle laser is much better, because you can slowly inch your way back forward to counteract the way that you back up naturally when you're just doing shine wave dash down.
Yeah, Fizzwiggle just threw like a few tilts in when the platforms were coming back. It was like, one of these is going to stick, and it did. So now we have a solid lead, but it's not much. It's only 18% as Audrey comes back and claps with an up smash.
It's a hotly contested map, and the ground game has been hotly contested too. Very little platform play. Nice little up smash.
That's cute.
Yeah, kind of, you know, misses the up air and still able to pick up. That's how you recognize, like, a better player, right? Because there's good players, the better ones, even when they mess up, they have another thing ready.
Always have a backup plan ready, but Audrey is going to need a backup plan right now to bring it to a game 3. Honestly, a really clean Fox, but needs to get 2 stocks to bring it.
Yeah, crouch canceled the first up tilt, also crouch canceled the second, but could not find a proper interruption.
And that's a lot of damage, but Audrey just kind of having the mentality of I need to make a play right now, running into Sheik. And Sheik players love when you do that, especially when they're just kind of putting up, holding out needles, putting their forward tilt out, just controlling as much space as humanly possible.
Yeah, that's when you do that little stutter step we talked about near the beginning. Back air is good. Yeah, you might have called it. Feeling, I don't want to say desperate, but along those lines, right?
Yeah, for lack of a better term, it really is just like feeling like you have to make a play, getting antsy. I think that's the one. And that's going to be a 2-0 for Fizzwiggle, but it was competitive. Very, very competitive.
Yeah, that is a good set. I mean, the difference maker is Fizzwiggle was so sharp on the punish, both like on-stage punish as well as the edge guarding, right? And we saw, I mean, both of those games kind of swung because we're basically 0 to deaths, including this first stock here.
Yeah, and that air dodge right there was the whole difference maker of the momentum of the first stock. Because if that kept going, that might have actually just been a huge opening for Audrey. But look at all this percentage.
Yeah, no, it was a 0 to death. It's over.
Oh.
And that happened in the last game too. And that's what put Fizzwiggle a stock ahead. It was really the difference maker.
Yeah, and that was actually kind of a clutch last stock scenario. It wasn't like that close, but it was pretty close. And I think that if Audrey had actually gotten that opening in that spot, it may, you know, momentum and whatever, depending on the kind of player that we're dealing with here, that could have been a game 1 win. Right? It's just the small things that really added up, which led Fizzwiggle to better playing the situation. And then, of course, game 2 is a lot better, which we're about to get into. But, yeah, this is just so nice. You know, you just know Fox player wants to go to ledge there. You grab it. That tech was clean, but the side B afterwards, not possible.
Yeah, or maybe not possible. I wasn't sure if it was late or not possible.
I think it's not possible.
It looked like it wasn't, yeah.
And up B was probably the play there.
LP probably gets you killed if Fizzwiggle is like on it too, because you can do like a runoff aerial, probably forward air, but yeah. Yeah, but here it is, missing the infinite at the end. It started well, but you slowly slide down. So if you don't do a laser mixed in there to inch your way forward, just